Let's take a look at this integral. This integral is going to use substitution rule. Notice if I take u to be 4x squared plus 3, what would du be? So let u be 4x squared plus 3. Then what would du be? Well, du, the derivative of 4x squared would be 8x plus 0, which is just 8x. And remember, afterwards we have to write this dx here. It's really a multiplication here. Now, in the integral we have 2x, and here we have 8x. Those are basically the same, except for the number in front, right? I would like those two to match up. That's easy to accomplish. All I have to do is, how about I divide both sides by 4? Because 8 divided by 4 will be 2. But actually, instead of dividing by 4, I'd rather think of multiplying by 1 over 4. That's a nicer way to think about it. So I'm going to multiply both sides of this equation by 1 over 4. When I multiply this side, I just have 1/4 times du. Over here, 1/4 times 8 is the same as 8 divided by 4, which is 2. So I have 2x dx. And that's what I wanted. Now let's see why that's good. I'm just going to interchange the order of these two to make things more clear. 4x squared plus 3 times 2x dx. You don't have to write these dots really, but now here's the whole point. This expression under the root has been abbreviated to the new variable u, so we can just write that. And 2x dx, this is the same as 1/4 du. So I can write 1/4, maybe I'll just put it in brackets, times du. And I've just done a successful substitution because this integral is now completely in u, whereas originally it was in x. It kind of looked hard to begin with, but now it's quite a bit simpler. And let's do this. Why don't we just do this by pulling the 1/4 to the front? Instead of writing root u, why don't I write u to the 1/2? That makes it easy to do the integral. What is the antiderivative of u to the 1/2? Well, we know that the exponent here has to be 1 larger than it was. So if I take 1/2 and I add 1, I get 3/2. And out in front is just the reciprocal of that, the flip of that, right? So it's 2/3. And that's all there is to that integral. And since this is an indefinite integral, let's remember to put our plus c. Let's continue. You know, this is what, 2 over 12? U to the 3/2 plus c. 2 over 12 can be simplified to 1 over 6, right? We just divide top and bottom by 2. U to the 3/2. You know, the original question was asked in terms of x, right? So that means we should give our final answer in terms of x as well. So we don't want to leave our answer just like with it. We don't want to leave our answer with a unit. So we just go back and remember what u really was. It was 4x squared plus 3, right? So we just put that in. To the 3/2 plus c. And that's all there is to it. That's the answer. So again, the substitution rule, it's kind of allowing you to go from a complicated looking integral like we had at the beginning here to an integral that's simple. That's the basic idea there behind substitution. So this is our answer here. You could check it by differentiation. If you take the derivative of this expression, you will get this expression right here. But we won't bother with that. So that's the answer for this one.